check it out though, Pops. Cause you know how these kids are today, man. You lucky one of them boys ain't popped the trunk. You know what I'm saying? Because you know how they're getting gutter out here today, man, for real. Luckily, because in my neighborhood, man, they probably would have popped the trunk on one of them boys, man, for real. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're not playing games like that, man. These grown men, man, you over here trying to play these little reindeer games with them, swinging helmets and all that, man. That's crazy as hell, man. That's a lethal weapon, bro. That's just like having a gun or a knife. It's so crazy, bro. I don't get the mentality. That's when we said what's going on in the world today. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Like, we take L's, bro. Everybody take a L, bro. That's how you grow. You know what I'm saying? Don't just feel like you take it. Man, you took L's all year. You should be used to that jump by now.
Not only that, Sam, I don't know why their blood is boiling. So Saturday, they got another ass whooping coming.
Right.
At Illinois. Illinois 7-1. They got to go to Penn State. That's another ass whooping.
Right.
So I don't know what they're so mad about. You know, I said in August that they were going to lose to Michigan, Ohio State, and Penn State.
Right.
Whoa, they made me real happy this year.
Right. They've been losing to everybody else too. It really don't even matter.
Yeah.
For real.
The reason they're so mad is because they think they're on some kind of level with us. They're not. They never were. They never will be. It's not even close. Like you pull this shit after the game. Like bro. Bush League bitches, bro. Bush League bitches. Who the fuck do you think you are, bro? We are not Big Brother. We are fucking daddy. Don't you ever fucking forget that. 72-38-5. Bow the fuck down. And let me tell you something else. I have a bold statement right fucking now about this rivalry, because I'm gonna ask you guys like how this affects the rivalry moving forward. I have a bold fucking statement. What you guys just did is something that will never, ever be forgotten or undone. And I will tell you right now, as long as Mel Tucker is the coach at Michigan State, they will never beat Michigan again. Book that shit.
Pipe bomb.
Paul Bunyan's going to be in Ann Arbor for a while.
Long time.
For a while.
Pops, how you think this affects the rivalry moving forward?
Sam, you hear what he just said? He read off them numbers. I raised him well.
Yeah, you did.
I raised him well.
Good guy.
But as far as affecting the rivalry, man, the hate is always there.
Right.
The hate is always there. Like I said, I can't. They have good fans, and this may shock you too. Twitter, I got more Michigan State followers than Michigan because I keep it real. I don't get on there and type and disrespect.
Right.
You know, the thugs.
Facts.
I didn't call none of their players thugs. I didn't call them any names. I just told you what went down. Look at the video. You know, I'm not God. I'm not judging anybody. You know.
Right.
What they did, it was unacceptable.
Right. Awful. And I
was hoping when the Michigan athletic director made that statement, I was hoping that he didn't go off because he was very upset. You know, he played.
He
was fucking livid, dude. You could see that vein in his head.
He played for Bo too. He was very upset.
Hey, like, but check this out.
Something's gonna be done. You know. Yeah,
right.
Yeah, we're gonna
check this out. I never knew that Michigan and Michigan State was even a thing because Michigan State was never even like nothing except for basketball. I always thought it was Michigan. I thought it was Michigan and Ohio State. Those was the only games that I thought that was really like a real tradition, like real, like, you know what I'm saying? Like they play that stuff everywhere. Michigan State, man, 9 times out of 10 is gonna be Michigan. Like that's not even a real rivalry. But I guess just because they're in the state. It's like Florida State, you know what I'm saying? But like I say,
it is now, but not back then. It wasn't. Back then, it wasn't though.
In Florida, you couldn't tell that shit for real. We'd be like, that's just another game.
That's exactly what I was gonna say. Like it was always a real rivalry, but nationally, people didn't see it as real of a rivalry as you did when you live in Michigan. Because Pops, when I lived in Florida, dude, people didn't understand why I took that game so serious. It's like, dude, it's not Ohio State. Like what? Like they don't get that down there because Michigan State before D'Antonio, they was not relevant for ever. like my modern lifetime, like maybe a year here, a year there, whatever the case may be. But they didn't realize that, man. It was Mark D'Antonio that put them on like that, and so
yeah,
I get that, man.
Mark D'Antonio, I gotta give him credit. He pushed the rivalry up. He elevated it. They started winning. No. Let me change that. I give him credit. They started kicking our ass.
They did.
Okay.
They started kicking our ass. Before Saturday's game, since 2000, you know what the series count was?
What was it?
11-11.
Really?
Yes. D'Antonio pushed that shit up. Thanks to Mike Hart's big mouth. What he did his little brother stuff in 2007. You know, and I don't see why.
Okay.
I don't know why Michigan State took the bait on that. Said, when they fell behind, talking about they were down there laughing. Let me tell you something, man. That 2000 game when we fell behind by 10 points with 7 minutes to go, I was there. My binoculars was looking on that Michigan sideline. There wasn't no laughing. There was big time trepidation. It's like either we're gonna go out like some bitches or 3 wide. Let's go. Let's get these motherfuckers. And Chad Henne went down and started throwing lasers. But Mike Hart gotta be Mike Hart. You gotta add something to it since we won. You know, because we got before the game, we got a lot of Appalachian State talk. Oh yeah, they was getting us with that. And after the game, after that game, I'm lucky I didn't get jumped because it was dark out there too. my sister said, "Boy, you better get to this car." I'm ringing my cowbell, everything.
Okay. Man, you're gonna have to hit somebody. You're gonna have to hit somebody with that ball for real.
The city of East Lansing heard me leaving. I'm like, yeah.
That's real.
But
yeah, that's real.
It's always there, man. I enjoy playing them. I enjoy the rivalry. But it's just I don't want it to turn into Miami
fighting
and they act like excuse me. They act like the tunnel all of a sudden they took me into trouble.
It's a problem in the tunnel.
Years back in South Bend, Notre Dame, when USC came to town, at the end of that tunnel, gang fight. They got to throwing. Y'all didn't know that, did you? They got to fighting. Oh yeah, they got to throwing down. It was either them or Miami. One of them two. I don't know exactly, but they got to throwing down. They got to throw in South Bend. Notre Dame.
My guess would be Miami.
Notre Dame.
Right.
They got the fighting, brother, for real.
But they say the tunnel's a problem. We've been playing football there for 95 years, and all of a sudden the tunnel's a problem.
The tunnel's
it's ridiculous, and it's so funny because Pops, dude, he goes at people on Twitter who be talking shit. Let me read you out his tweet real quick. This dude, Pops snapped on tweet. You snapped on Twitter, bro. So this one dude tweeted because he was talking about the tunnel and how it's a problem, whatever. I don't know, whatever. But he tweets, he says, "Are you going to believe him when Harbaugh tells us McBurrows and Green were in the tunnel because they had to go to the bathroom?" Pops tweeted back at him. He says, "Are you going to believe me when I say that MSU only got 3 first downs in the second half?"
Right. Okay. For real.
That shit was savage.
There were punt guards out there, man. For real. They wasn't doing anything. For real. They should have forfeited that game anyway. What is y'all even doing out here? Like y'all outmatched. Y'all outmatched in every way. Every way.
And then they going on Twitter saying, well, the game was played at night, which I hate night games. But even if it was played at noon, the same shit would have happened.
Right.
We would have beat them worse.
Because like I said, 8 minutes to go in the game. Reality said it should have said ended in the first quarter. They knew they weren't going to win the game.
Right.
They knew. I don't mean to sound arrogant about this. They knew they weren't going. They knew they weren't going to win the game.
They was getting smacked.
They were going to lose the game.
They was getting smacked.
It's not.
Like we was.
It's not. It wasn't
heads down like this.
It wasn't if you weren't going to lose. It was when. It wasn't if. It's when. They knew they weren't going to win. That's why they got. That's where the chippiness started.
Chippy. Right.
Yep.
You got to do something. They got to try to win at something. But that make you look like a sucker, though. Yeah, that make you look like a sucker, man. I don't like that jumping shit, bro.
Yeah, but like I said, I don't know why you're so mad because you got another loss coming, bro. Fighting a line that gonna get in your ass.
You got a couple of them coming.
Right.
Make sure you go down there and try to start some shit.
Yeah, you probably got a few of them coming.
And as far as sportsmanship, Sam, you remember that planting flag shit? You remember that? Guess who started that?
Who?
Michigan State. They started that. In 2005, they went to South Bend and won a close game. At the end of the game, they went to midfield and planted a flag right in the center of Notre Dame, a state flag. Later on that season, when State started losing, Illinois, they were like, I don't know if they won a game that year or not. They came to East Lansing and won.
Mm-hmm.
Illinois went out there and tried to plant a flag, and State was ready to fight them.
Mm-hmm.
They started that shit.
Right.
They started that flag planting shit.
That's the Spartan difference, man.
Yep. They started that shit. And they know I'm telling the truth.
Right.
They started that shit.
I'm with you.
And the Big Ten, like, okay, no more flag planting. You know, to me, I think that's disrespectful any damn way.
Yeah, it is. That's the ultimate. Yeah, that's the ultimate disrespect. You know, for real.
And you went down there,
like back in the days or whatever. We used to stomp on their logo in the middle.
Yeah,
we used to stomp on it, whatever. When we win or whatever, we'll stomp on the logo. For real. Like, man, y'all trash, man. We step on that jump, man. For real. So I know exactly, man. A whole flag. Woo! We saying this our territory now.
Yeah, man.
For real. Yeah, that's
somebody else's stadium.
You
know, I'm surprised Michigan State I'm surprised at that time that Michigan State got out of there alive. Because if you had did that in Ann Arbor, oh boy, we waiting outside your bus.
Believe it.
You know, everybody playing Michael Myers. We ready to fuck y'all up.
Flags. Next year,
all flags.
Michigan State next year, they will probably have some of the National Guard there. Like, for real. Like, this is ridiculous how that shit got out of control, man. It's unbelievable. It's sad. And, you know, and I don't want, like, people that I'm cool with, the Spartan people, like, to think I'm, like, shitting all over. They know, like I said, the real ones, I actually ain't got to explain because they know, like, the frustrations where we coming from and how ridiculous it was. Like, it's egregious. I talked to my mom earlier. Pops, you know my mom, biggest State fan ever. She said she's never, ever in her whole life been so disappointed and disgusted to be wearing green and white. Like, it's embarrassing. Like, and she just went on a rant. Like, if you would have ever pulled some shit like that, I'm like, okay, Ma, I wouldn't be caught doing that shit. Like, hell no. Like, that's crazy, man.
But after everything that's happened, I really get down on my knees and thank the Lord above that didn't happen to Jordy. Mm-hmm. I thank God that if that would have happened to him, I'm telling you, I cannot say on this podcast.
Right.
I'm glad it didn't happen to him.
I'm telling you, everybody got a breaking point though. Everybody got a breaking point.
I'll put it like this: I wouldn't have no more job, probably because I'll be in jail.
Right.
I would be locked up for some years.
That's just how it is, man. Right. That's what I was saying. Like
I said, they don't understand because that's not your son that's happened to.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they don't understand. They don't understand. And if Jordy was on the opposite end of that, if he was swinging a helmet, I'll put my foot in his ass.
Right. Because you know better. Because you know better.
You know better than that.
For real. You know, at some point, like whether they're there on a full athletic scholarship or not, your parents have made sacrifices more than likely to get you to where you're at. You know what I'm saying? Somebody, if it's not your parents, somebody was looking out for you. You know what I mean? So you not only embarrass your family name, your university, your friends, like how much lower does it get, man? Like it's just crazy to me. I still can't believe that shit happened. I just can't.
But they opened up a can of the wrong kind of soup.
Right.
We had an off day. And we still kicked their asses, man. Losers.
And talking about well, Michigan should build another tunnel. Motherfuck you. We ain't building shit.
Right. For what?
Build another
some suckers? For some losers?
Yeah.
You need another losers tunnel? No. That don't even make no sense.
See that Penn State, Ohio State, that's different. Us in Ohio State, we always chirp. And Lord, when we go down there, I'm not even gonna try to tell you what happens to us down there.
Right.
Man.
You know.
Mm-hmm.
But
that's crucial.
Penn State came up here, they gonna get on Twitter and type disrespecting messages towards us right before the game. And you think we're not gonna respond? And you come to our house and we're not gonna respond?
Right.
You know, We ain't the Brady Bunch. We're Michigan. We're gonna respond.
Okay.
You saw that shit coming. James Franklin, don't talk to us. We don't want to talk to you, you cue ball head fuck. You just got your ass in.
Right. Take your ass in the locker room. What is you even doing out there still, bro? Get your kids in line. Like I said, get your kids in line before you come at grown folks, motherfucker.
Right.
Damn.
That's some old different shit. All of a sudden, it's the tunnel of terror. All this old bullshit they get put on Twitter. I'm like, block, block, block. Shut up.
Hey, I'll roll with it. Fuck it. Come down there if you want to. But don't, man. Stop that shit.
If it's the tunnel of terror, take us off your damn schedule. I'm pretty sure another school want to come in and get that money. Take us off the schedule in. Don't come in and play.
They're not gonna do that. Yeah, they're not gonna do that.
Thank you.
Not at all. They're gonna have to reconsider.